Now, I assume... He gets in my fucking way all the time. Just trying to have a run and jump, and he's like, "Oh, I'm Batman. I'm in the way now." You have to be? See, because I always end up checking down here. I'm pretty sure that's like one of the last doors out there. Logically, that would mean it's upstairs. The walls that were in the way, to believe are lifts. Yep. So here's where it gets complicated. So now, you have like 4 floors. Floor number 3 is separated by a wall. So in order to get to that side, you need to go to the right staircase and take that lift. But, here's the alternative. 4th floor is connected. So you could also walk all the way across the 4th floor and take an elevator down to the 3rd floor to get to that door. It's kind of annoying. Actually, I think there's 3 partitions, 3 walls. I think there's one exclusive to the middle that would be on the 4th floor, and then the right one could be accessed by either or.
Grandpa's words of wisdom. Catherine, I recently find out why donuts have holes in them. The whole part is connected to the deep sea, and food is deep sea fish.
I'm actually unsure if I read that correctly, because that doesn't make sense to me. Maybe my brain's not on? Maybe my brain's not on right now, but something about that just like, huh? Okay. 4th floor, and it's the top floor. So now we got more doors to look through. And this is also where it's kind of annoying to have to like scavenge around, because you're like, well, where's this go? Where's that go? And hi! I love you, but I don't know if I want to save you for now or later. I mean, I guess why the hell not? Quirky Nagoya specialty, the chicken-based broth and spices pack a nice punch. I feel like I'm being brainwashed into wanting ramen because it sort of works, and I actually have like a cup of some beef ramen I haven't touched in a while. Yeah, I'll get around to eating this, and then I don't. See, there's the middle floor for the 3rd floor. Well, I want to take everything up on the 4th floor first to make sure. Well, we gotta find the body first. So this is one of the empty rooms that basically serves no purpose. I haven't done this, I don't know. But my theory is that this is where Jean probably spawns for one of them. I said look for body, and we found a body. Ah! More dead bodies! 2 of them! What is this, murder mansion? If we give up now, the death will remain a mystery. We need to find coffee and donuts. Okay. That's it, just okay. But I'm pretty sure I remember reading something, because there was a desert room that was basically just a dead end, and I was like, well, what the hell's the point of this? And I think I saw that somewhere, it's like, well, that's the room Jean could be in, so I'm not sure which one it actually is, but that's my theory.
Grandpa's words of wisdom. Catherine, tofu donuts are really healthy. Don't worry, just eat them.
See, and again, I find Bug Extra interesting, because it's like, what happens if you put all of these things together, like, because there's got to be something more to it than just random jumbled nonsense, I would assume. And that's just has me interested, you know? He's always talking about Catherine and donuts on this one. See, this door's open. But on the first Electric Thunder Tiger 2, he's talking about fast food a bunch. So, you know, there's a pattern here. He's probably here right now, isn't he? Son of a bitch, how's it going, Bug Extra?
Grandpa's words of wisdom. Catherine, the cherry pie at the donut shop is usually amazing. I'm almost at triple peaks.
I feel like Bug Extra is one of the things to actually look forward to in this game. And it's like, we're getting them all out of the way right now. There's no more Bug Extra. We've seen them all. I don't know if we have or not, but it just feels that way. Now, if I had to guess, I think after this... Okay. We probably go to the one on the left side, and that's probably going to be the door we need. Oh, hi, friend. So you let the aroma of coffee lead you right into this trap. You will die here. You will never get the forbidden coffee. And that's that. Well, that didn't quite work. There. No, slow him down, quick. There. Now I can keep slashing into him. Also, I've actually been really surprised at these recordings because they've turned out a lot shorter than I thought. So, like, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing the what do you call it? The Life is Destroyed for like 2 hours, and it was like an hour and a half, maybe an hour technically, because there was a lot of things I had to cut out or speed up. So it's like, these games are actually a lot shorter than I'm thinking, and it's like, I don't know if it's because of second playthrough or not. Being the yeah. Like, that's the thing where it's like, I don't know, is it because of that, or is it because it's just shorter than I actually thought? Also, I did notice it looked like McFuggles signed in. He doesn't use the name McFuggles on Switch, so you wouldn't recognize it. I don't know if there's a way you can turn that off or not, but I saw someone's like playing a game. Now I'm like, oh, it's like Steam notifications, except I can't deal with it when I'm recording. I can at least mute you fucks when I'm trying to record golf. There we go. There's the environment change. And naturally with it comes new music too. That was why I was silent. So, I guess here's a random thing to just talk about for the sake of having something to talk about. I remember when I was younger, I used to be terrified of the idea of adult pills. Because, like, I remember looking at them and be like, those things are fucking huge! Oh, here we go. Alright, so these bounce you. And you'd think, like, Mario physics would be like, okay, time it with the jump. You don't have to do that. Just hold B, and that's all you have to do, and you will constantly bounce 100% of the time. This was the thing I had problems with, because I was trying to time it and get rhythm, and that's not always the most reliable when you're trying to do hardcore platforming in this. Just hold the button. That's all you need to do. Now, if that worked in Mario, I'd be way better at Mario. But, I don't think that does. So yeah, that took me like halfway through this game, this Coffee and Donuts, that I learned that, and I think it's nice to know because, again, the platforming in this game is not very good, so having a easy solution to it is something I feel like people would be grateful of. To the 5 people in the entire world who have ever played this game and are watching my videos, like half of a person watching this video. Oh, well, that one didn't go the way I wanted it to go. Saw you having a dance and your name was like Boogie almost. I also do think it's incredibly interesting thinking about translations. Like how would something like that joke translate? And then I remember there being something like, I don't know what it was, but I was reading something in something about watching a Simpsons video, and it was like, oh, well, how does this joke translate in German? And then there was people from Germany who'd explain the joke, and it's kind of interesting to think about that too, because like, there's a lot of things that literally would not translate, and I feel like music and comedy would be some of those examples, where you'd have to try and take liberties to make it work. I got him. I think it was something about like a big and hattery man, and then Bart goes to see Selma. And they were, yeah, I think that might have been the video. Oh, here, let me charge up my health real quick. I know, it's just a thing I think about. I don't remember if I finished the thought about the pills, but fuck you. Yeah, when you fall, you don't die. You just take a little bit of damage, Zelda style, and come back. Thank God. Yeah, the white ones move. And this is exactly why you need to learn that you can hold the button, because otherwise you're going to hate this way more than you need to. Alright, you need to die before you... Okay. Just the point was, like, I remember being intimidated by pills. And I do think it's crazy sometimes to see people who can actually swallow pills without, like, a drink, because that's something I can't do. I remember, there was a point when I was watching wrestling back in, like, 2005, and, like, Kane showed up when he pretended to take these, like, fat-burning pills. He was pretending to take these fat-burning pills, but he did it, you know, without a drink. He just kind of just shoved the pills down in his mouth, and, like, he eventually spit it back up, so it's like, obviously he didn't really take them, but, like, stop and think that there could be someone out there who actually does that. I'm trying, yeah, like in fucking Resident Evil 4, Leon does that. He just throws antibiotics down his throat. Yeah, we got the coffee and donuts. But that was the point, is I have a fear of that, because I can't do that. Because I'm paranoid of the idea of them getting stuck in my throat and, like, choking on them. And it's like, especially if the pills are big, it's much easier to have that kind of fear. Because you look at it and you're like, fuck, that's huge, you know? Ladies, here, coffee and donuts. This world, the bugs. It's time to let it end. I'll eat them all. Let it end? Is he talking about his revenge? I have a bad feeling about this. There's still one body left. Let's go find coffee and donuts. Well, I want to go save first, but I do notice that these two doors up here are opened, both simultaneously.